Header, hooder, hello there. My name is Adam. Welcome back to the channel Kaputy Inc. New tow rig project. Picked it up on the old Facebooks from a friend of mine. A guy he used to work for, his dad used to work for, or something like that. They were getting out of it. Engine was blown. Came with a new engine. It had a flatbed on it at one time too. I paid $1,500 for the truck. I sold the flatbed for $1,500, so it was even money, except for the point where I broke the back window out, taking the flatbed off because I'm an idiot and was being impatient, didn't wait for help. No, I got it. Didn't got it.
But apparently I'm a fucking idiot.
Other than that, the truck's pretty good. The cab itself is like pretty much rust-free for like a Wisconsin, Minnesota truck. It's really clean, the cab itself. Must have been in an accident sometime. This door over here is a real peach. We'll go over that. I don't know what's going on here, why this doesn't fit, but this one doesn't fit where the shit. You know, maybe it's just take it apart and get it popped back in. Some of the clips are missing or something. The other side, this part's broken. So I went on headlightdepot.com or something like that. I found these puppies. This is like a 05, 07 or something like that. And it's a direct replacement specifically for this truck with this style headlight. Maybe that's a joke. Maybe they all fit the same or whatever, but from what I researched, they apparently don't. Grill's cracked, we're getting one of those. Bumper's got a nice dent in it here. The hood, I think, will just get sanded down, or maybe even I'll have somebody sandblast it. Not really concerned about warpage or whatever, so let's get all this clear coat off it, because the paint is going to stick with the shit with this clear coat chipping like that. The fender's not perfect, got a couple of dings in it, but we're not too concerned about that. So, but you got to see this door over here. This thing is an absolute masterpiece. I got to bring this here for you. I mean, yeah, at the front here, a little boogered up or whatever, but this, look at this, look at that. Somebody cut, I don't know, a piece of another door and like glued it over the top and then bondoed the piss out of it. You know, like that's a nice layer of bondo. It was already cracked like this when I got it, so I don't know if it actually looked good at one time, but I guess when you look in the front here, it's pretty level, and they just put enough mud on it. It's pretty sweet. The rest of the truck though, little out ding in this door. Not sure what's going on there. Clear coat is ass, and I don't know what happened to the hood that it got this hard shade. Maybe it's just because of direct sunlight the way it was hitting it. Little ding in this fender. Clear coat again. There's this little boogered up part here. I'm going to pull that out best I can. This door here, pretty clean. I think it's the straightest door on the thing. This one here, got a little booger there. That's a pretty good one. We'll try and knock that out from the inside, but it's a work truck. We got this back here. We ended up having to put a new fuel pump in it right away. It had been sitting for roughly 6 years, so fuel pump was junk, didn't want to work, but the tires on it are decent. New back window. That was sweet. I've already got the flatbed built here. We're just finishing up. Final details, final welds. We've decided to go with the sunken rail system. I've done sunken balls. I've also done the rail system sitting on top, but we're going to try this out, the sunken system there or whatever, because I have this idea of making a trellis, you know, like an A-frame, putting a big winch on top of it so that we could do some winch pulls if we needed to. We'll end up getting a light here, and this is where the gas filler neck's going to end up. So it gets some elevation, it'll be down, hopefully it'll fill up nice. We're going to square backup light. Trailer plug will end up here, license plate and light. This will be tail light, that'll be a strobe light. We'll probably end up with a couple of big light bars somewhere up in here and up in here, and then there'll be a strobe. This guy here will be mounted to the top. We'll get rid of the magnets. We'll make a plate that it sits on and bolts directly to. I like this specific one. You'll see these that have a bungee curly cord. Try and stay away from them. They're a pain in the ass to wire. These come with a wire, a lot longer cord that's straight, and you don't have to cut the curly cord off and add your own wiring. This is enough to kind of get you where you need to go most of the time. So that'll be what's up there. We will have a fuel tank here, And over here, or on the other side, we'll do a piece of receiver hitch so that we can take our hitch and put it in there so it's up out of the way at times. We have that on the other trucks, like it. Haven't had one stolen yet. Yet, being the key word. Next. Getting the front of the truck back together here. We got these retrofit headlights. They're supposed to be for like a 05 to 07, something like that or whatever. They're supposed to be specifically for this XLT model. I think what they do is just use a factory style light. They send a wiring harness and they give you instructions on how to cut it out, because in the instructions it says something about you can just buy the factory 05 to 07 header panel and then they'll fit just fine. So I think the kit essentially is just the wiring harness and the instructions or whatever. But they fit up pretty good. There was a little damage down here from an accident or something.
Will you please come and look at my damage with me, sir?
Missing one mounting point, but they still feel nice. Got both sides. Got this blacked out. Hit that with the old rattle can. Up next, let's see here. Got it. We're gonna put some pocket style fender flares from Amazon or whatever. I actually mount them on Craigslist or Marketplace or something. Pretty cheap, but we'll see how they look. Here it is, pretty much finished, except for the wheels. I'm gonna have to get those painted. Got the hitch mounted. Lots of options there. We got the fifth wheel. We can also do, or this is gooseneck, we can also do the fifth wheel. I'm also gonna make, I think, a winch mount. That'll be a sweet little project I'll make a video about. So we can mount a winch back there. And if you just had, instead of a gooseneck, regular car trailer, you would just be able to winch from the back of the truck. Maybe you put a snatch block right here, make a stand, or maybe something that, you know, connects out of the hitch somehow or next to the hitch. Whatever, we'll engineer it later. Fuel tank, sandblasted, painted, freshy. New cap on there too. The backup light. We're getting washed out by the sun here. Got the backup light and the strobe light up there. Preparing, ready to go. DOT numbers on there. Those wheels aren't as rusty. That wheel isn't as rusty. I lied. Look at that piece of shit. Running boards on there. We had an extra support right here because I'm fat. So the rocker panels on this were pretty decent, but no matter what running board you step on, it's kind of always a little spongy unless you're spending big money. So we had a little support in there. There's a cross member right here for like the transmission and stuff that lands perfectly, that you can just run a strap straight to the support that bolts in the middle of this running board. Go straight to that support, stiffens that fucker apart in the wedding cock. Sweet exhaust coming out the side there, nothing special. Paint, we do the fender flares. New bumper, then the bumper was one that had the holes for the plastic guard, so I had to get the plastic guard. Then I also had to get the license plate mount. Thanks eBay, Amazon. We did get a new grille. We did the 05-07 headlight conversion. Turned out pretty slick, I think. I kind of maybe want to upgrade to the newer square mirrors, the newer SUperduty mirrors. Interior in here went from the vinyl bench to this style. We got our switch panel in here with this upfitter panel. So these are out of a F650, F750 truck. This is for an automatic truck, I do believe, or this is for a manual truck. Automatics have a square that drops down here for the switch panel or the shifter to be in. These do come with two holes right here for your air brake buttons. So that's where I decided to put normally I would put the switches up here, but since those holes were there, we just put it there. Newer radio. Interior suite. I really like this back seat. I think these came out of like a 06 or something. So it's got this metal plate that folds out down here. Otherwise, you have your seat. The only downside to this interior I found was that this seat bottom, it had a rip right here. I had to get this fixed. Normally I just order a seat cover from Amazon, eBay, whatever. They're like 50, 100 bucks. Not even. You replace the seat cover yourself. It's not that hard. Well, this color pattern apparently is uncommon, and I could not find the seat bottom for this, so I took it to an interior shop. They did an awesome job. They actually upgraded it to like this material that you'll use in a semi truck or a dump truck. So this is a lot more beefy material here. I like that idea a lot. They reshaped the foam and everything. They did a great job. Cost me like 300 bucks. Floor liners. They don't make one for a floor shift, so you gotta fucking cut your floor liner out, but it is what it is. Wish it had cruise control. Oh well, it's got air conditioning. That's a plus. We just painted the outside. We didn't really paint the jambs except for this door. But this is just a blend right here. I don't know, I think I did pretty good. Check it out. I must have got that painted. That looks like old paint. Oop. I did get a run in here. I got a run. You can see it if the camera shows it. Got a run here. Got a run on the other side in the exact same spot. So must be the way I paint that corner that I just really hammered too much paint on there. 4-wheel drive. We'll put a Hinniker plow mount on the front so that I can do a deer hitter, critter hitter, or whatever that we make that slide on the Hinniker plow mounts. So you just buy like a brush guard, make it mount to the plow mount. So yeah, that's gonna wrap up the build of it. Pretty excited to get it into service. My stickers on there. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.